So last night I stayed at my friend's house down here in Miami and was able to plug in and run my AC all night, which means that it picked up a ton of condensation, which is all of that water that I dumped out of the tube, which is another one of the benefits of using that AC unit down here in the humidity, because it's kind of like its own dehumidifier, because it pulls all the moisture out of the air in the van, which is nice and also helps with sleeping. But I'm glad I got to plug in last night because it was super hot last night and I probably would have been miserable if I hadn't been able to plug in and have my AC on all night.
Oh.
Morning.
I don't know if you like cilantro though.
Also, here's your thing back.
Appreciate it.
Beautiful. Well, thanks for the coffee.
Yeah, of course, bro.
And letting me steal your electricity last night.
Yeah.
It was good to see you.
Yeah, of course.
I'll text you.
Yeah.
See you, hopefully soon. So we're on the final leg of our journey towards Key West. We're about 3 hours and 16 minutes away. And I think tonight I'm gonna try to stealth camp in the Keys. I know from what I've heard about going down to the Keys and from other van lifers who have stayed there that it is extremely tough to find a spot to stealth camp down there. One, because it's a super small island. Everybody pretty much knows everybody. And seeing campers trying to stay overnight there is probably pretty commonplace for them at this point. So even though my van is relatively stealthy, I think the people down there are gonna be able to pick it out pretty quickly. So we might be relying on a little bit of luck tonight to find a spot to camp. Worst case, we gotta drive back up to the southern tip of Florida and find somewhere to sleep up there, but I guess we'll see. Also, last night I sent a message to a charter down in Key West to see if they would be able to take me out and fish today and hopefully do some sort of catch and cook. I'm hoping that this charter gets back to me and we'll be able to cook up some good fish tonight. We got about 3 hours and 9 minutes until we get down to the Keys, so I will check in with you guys once we get a little bit closer. All right, we have officially made it to Key West. And that was definitely one of the most scenic drives I've ever taken, but right now I'm just driving down kind of to the city center. And for now, I'm just gonna find somewhere to park that's right in the city. And then I'm gonna take the e-bike out, ride around, and scope out some spots where we could potentially stealth camp tonight, so. All right, so I found a spot on this residential street. A lot of these spots say resident permit. Next. Sorry, I couldn't talk while I was parallel parking. It's kind of a tight spot, but what I was saying is, basically, where I'm parked currently, a lot of these spots say resident permit, but there's a few that kind of don't have any writing on it. And I'm just kind of assuming that those are free parking spots where anyone can park. So this is where we're gonna park. Hopefully I don't end up getting a ticket, but I don't think I should. Maybe I'll ask one of the neighbors if this is like a free parking spot or if I need a permit or something. If the spot doesn't say resident permit, am I allowed to park there?
If you find some place open, you park.
Awesome, thank you very much. Well, I don't know if that guy lived here, but he said if I find anywhere open, I can park there. So we'll take his word. And this is actually a pretty nice spot. We're pretty close to Duval Street, which is like the main downtown area of Key West. So this might actually be our campsite for the night. For now, I'm gonna get the bike out and just kind of stay out of the van all day to not draw attention to the fact that I'm staying in here. And then hopefully we'll be able to come back here tonight and just sleep here, because that would be nice. All right, let's go. Always got to go out the front doors when I'm stealth camping. I can't forget my phone. Well, let's go check out Key West.
All right, let's get going. Brakes on this thing are squeaky. It's just a chicken on the road, screaming at people. Anyways, Duval Street should be directly straight down this road, about a mile down. So I think what we just passed was Duval Street, but I'm gonna ride down to the end, to the point, and just check everything out before we head back there. How's it going? Good. Thank you very much. Have a good one. All right, we made it in. So glad I have this e-bike now. It makes it so much easier to get around. This is nice. Water is so blue. All right, let's park up and walk around. I'm also super glad that when I got this bike, it came with this like bike lock. So I didn't actually have to buy one separately, which is nice. There we go, all locked up and secure. I feel like I should have brought some lunch down here or something. So many places to eat it. So there we go. If you look at the maps, this is the southernmost tip of Key West. So we are officially at the starting point of the journey from the southernmost point in America up to the northernmost point in Prudhoe, Alaska. So I hope I can actually make it up to the to Prudhoe Bay in Alaska, but that'll kind of be dependent on the weather and how much snow has actually melted, because my van is definitely not built for those roads. So I guess we'll see. But tomorrow will be the official start of the journey because I'm staying down here today. So I think I'll drive down here tomorrow morning and then start heading north towards Alaska. I've actually heard that the water on the west coast of Florida is nicer and clearer, so I'm excited to go there. Also, I completely forgot, but the charter that I had set up to take me out fishing said that they could do it today, but it's probably not going to be good because it's so windy. So they asked me if I wanted to go tomorrow, and I told them that I couldn't, so I might just wait till I get up on the west coast near Tampa to do some sort of catch and cook or something like that. But it's definitely nice to have finally made it down here. I just wish that my friends were with me, but still nice. All right, so I was walking on the beach and I found a little shack where we can get some food. So I'm gonna go grab something to eat real quick because I'm starving.
What can I get for you?
Hi, can I just get the pulled pork barbecue sandwich?
Yeah, sure.
And a Diet Coke?
Tables when it's ready.
Thank you very much. Nothing better than a refreshing Diet Coke. Thank you very much. All right, I'm gonna go find somewhere to sit down on the beach and eat this. All right. Got a pretty good spot here right on the beach. It's actually pretty good. It's like it's almost like a Carolina barbecue sauce. It's really good. So the only reason that I'm slightly worried about the spot that I'm gonna be stealth camping tonight is because when I was getting out of my van, one of the neighbors was staring me down pretty hard, and I was friendly with her. I said hey, but she was definitely giving me a little bit of a stink eye, so I feel like if one thing could ruin that spot, it might be that lady, but I guess we'll see later tonight. For now, I'm just gonna enjoy this sandwich and not really worry about it. All right, lunch is done. Let's go check out the rest of the key. All right, so it's getting late. We just left the kind of downtown area and I am heading back to the van right now. And it's a good thing that I have that feature on my iPhone where it shows me where my parked car is, because I had completely forgotten where I parked my car. So I would have had a tough time finding it without it. And where I parked is honestly really not that far from downtown. It's like 2 more blocks down this way. So we actually got a pretty good spot. And there we go. There she is. I had to get in the front seat because the neighbors were outside when I was putting the bike away, and I just don't want to draw any more attention to myself. So I think for tonight I'm going to leave the overhead lights off just so I'm not making any extra light more than I need to. But it is unbelievably hot and humid out right now. I am dripping sweat. It's 84 degrees in the back of the van, and I think I'm only going to turn the fan on its low setting because when it's on high, it's pretty loud. So we're gonna leave that on low. Open up that back one too, just to get some airflow through here. And then I'm gonna set up my AC really quick because I am dripping sweat. And then I'm gonna figure out what I'm having for dinner. Okay, so I got the AC set up. I don't know if you guys can see, but I am dripping sweat. It is so hot. And I cannot wait for this to kick on and get cold. It's gonna feel so good. But yeah, I really like Key West. And I think the spot that I'm in, I'm technically allowed to park overnight, but I'm not necessarily allowed to sleep in my vehicle in the spot that I'm parked in overnight. So I feel like as long as I'm courteous and I'm not obnoxiously getting in and out of the van and stuff like that, it shouldn't be an issue. Because I think the only reason that I could get kicked out of this spot is if the neighbors call or something like that. So I try to always be as respectful as I can, because I get it that people don't necessarily want random people living in their cars out front of their house or in their neighborhoods like that. So I understand where these people are coming from, and I have had someone call before and I got a ticket in a spot that I was camped at, but I typically only stay at the same spot for like 1 or 2 days, maximum 2 days, just because I don't want to be too annoying with it. So tonight's the only night we're going to stay here. I don't think I would stay here more than 1 night anyways, but I'm leaving to head north tomorrow anyways, so as long as I can get away with 1 night here, that'd be great. But I guess we'll see. I think I'm going to do a really simple dinner tonight because I don't really feel like cooking, and it's super hot, but this is already at 69 degrees, so it's actually nice and cold. Feels so good on the sweat. And also, I'm not getting into bed this disgusting. So I'm gonna take a dude shower, which is just essentially a gigantic, very strong baby wipe. So that's what we're gonna do. So I actually really do like using these on occasion whenever I'm not able to get myself a full shower to Planet Fitness. These make me feel at least somewhat cleaner. They get that kind of top layer of grime off my skin, so I don't have to get into bed completely gross. They don't like fully replace showers, but they're a good kind of in between. And usually I only need 1, maybe 2 sometimes to get my whole body. And yes, I'm gonna do my full body, but I'm not gonna videotape that. All right, I got myself all showered or wiped down. And while I was out today, I actually got this because I thought it looked really cool. And I'm probably gonna hang it up like right there behind my bed or something, or maybe I'll do it behind the couch. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And then I also got a slice of key lime pie, but it's been in my backpack for like an hour, so it's a little bit smushed. I'm gonna have that after I eat some dinner. And I think for dinner I'm just going to have some of these cocktail shrimp that I bought because I don't really feel like moving that or cooking or doing any of that. So I'm just gonna have a bunch of these cocktail shrimp and then some key lime pie, and then go to bed and hope that I don't get kicked out tonight. Delicious Key West shrimp dinner. And I actually think I'm gonna be able to run my AC all night tonight because my battery bank, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's almost full. And on a full battery bank, I can run this for roughly 10 to 15 hours, depending on what setting it's on. So tonight when I go to bed and I turn it on that night mode, I should have more than enough power to run it constantly all night without having to worry about draining my battery banks. And since I'm driving probably kind of far tomorrow anyways, between the driving and the sun charging with my solar panels, I'll have a full battery bank again by tomorrow night. But someone commented on my video that while I'm down here, I have to get a key lime pie. So I stopped by one of those shops, I forget the name of it, but I think it was key lime pie or something like that. And I got one, so let's see how it tastes. Wow, that is really good. I think it's meant to be served frozen because it's a little bit kind of falling apart, but man, that is good. I'm so glad I have this AC. So relieving. But anyways, I'm gonna finish this key lime pie, and then I'm probably just gonna go to bed because it's been a long day, gotta be up early. So I will check in with you guys in the morning.
Good morning. So we made it through the night. We didn't get kicked out, and it was actually really comfortable. I was able to keep the AC on all night long, and I ended up just running it from the AC down under my blanket, right to right there, and it kept me nice and cold all night long under this blanket. At some points it was actually almost too cold, but me personally, I'd rather be too cold than too hot, so it felt good to have this on all night. The only thing is, I think yesterday was trash day because last night the neighbor came outside. They're gone now, but he brought his trash cans out, and he brought them and put them like right in between his car and my van, and it just sounded so loud right behind my van. It scared the crap out of me at like 11:30 last night. But other than that, it was a pretty good spot to stealth camp for the night. If that nozzle is not pointed directly at you, it is so hot. Even just sitting up right here, it's like 10 degrees hotter. I constantly have to keep moving this nozzle to follow me around the van so I can stay a little bit cooler. So yesterday I was looking at my phone for a place that I could potentially shower today before I have to get in my car and drive a bunch of hours north, all dirty because there's no Planet Fitness down here. And since it is another beautiful day down here in Key West, I found this fitness center that's about 1.5 miles down the road. So I'm just gonna go for a quick run, buy a day pass at the fitness center, get a workout in, and then just shower there and probably hang out in Key West for the morning and then head out towards Alaska this afternoon. So as always, I appreciate you guys watching and coming stealth camping with me down in the Florida Keys. If you haven't already, please make sure you click that subscribe button. It really does help. Also click that like button on this video, leave a comment. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm excited for this road trip. But for now, I will catch you guys next time.